Hi, everybody. My name is Yuki from Yuki's Kitchens. I'm very excited to be here today. And so welcome to my Aubergine Nibidashi class. This is part of Eat Well Week 2024. With Royal Volunteer Service, Safe and Warm and Well campaign this week. So kindly sponsored by Yakult. Thank you very much. I'm very excited to cooking with you. And yes, let's get cracking. And everybody ready for everything? And good. So let's get started. So this nibidashi is very traditional Japanese cuisine dishes. And it can be with the rice, or you can do noodles. So I'm going to serve today's noodles. It's really nice. London is very rainy in the moment, so it's great for the keep warm. And yes, a very gentle dish. So what we need to do, so two elements to start with. So first we're going to do aubergine nibidashi. So you need a whole aubergine and red peppers. Very simple and nice as ginger. So ginger is very keep you warm up and very nice, good for the cold as well. And I can show you later and how to make dashi, which is Japanese stock. So if you can't find it, Japanese authentic kombus and dry shiitake mushroom, no problem at all. You can find any chicken stock or any stock you like, you can use as well. But I wanted to introduce how to make classic Japanese stock we call dashi. Okay, so everything's vegan and vegetarian friendly. So yes, so everybody can enjoy warm noodles later. So then in the end, you can use any type of noodle as well. So it's very flexible, very easy. You can do the egg noodle, udon noodle. I'm going to explain later. So many different type of noodle you can use. Dry, fresh, frozen one, whatever you have in the home, that would be great. And also, when I started, if you have any questions, you can, obviously I can't do face-to-face talking. So today you can do the chat box and you can comment or any questions or feedback, anything, please feel free to comment on the box. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start quickly, just make sure. So if you cook with me now, I want you to explain about the dashi. So which is you need to prepare beforehand. So if you see my recipe, I suggest to soak two things we call awase dashi. So awase means combine. So two things to combine. So that's the very traditional stock. So which is this is a kelp, which is a seaweed. So called kombu in Japanese. So dried kombu, and also shiitake mushroom. I already soaked. So dried shiitake mushroom, hopefully soak into in the water. So I suggest 1 liter and 10 gram each of dried shiitake mushroom and dried kelp. Make sense? So that's, you can buy in a supermarket or any like health shop in London or any England, you can buy as well. So it won't be that, it won't be difficult, but it's great things when you buy it, you can keep in the cupboard for quite a long time. So it's good to have. It's also online shop is available too. So what I did, I soak into the water, so 10%, which is about 10 gram each of shiitake mushroom, dry shiitake mushroom, and kelp, soak into the water. So since morning, okay? So hopefully you have done it. Good. So if you forgot, I can show quickly 1 liter of hot or warm water and dry kelp and kombu and shiitake mushroom, and now keep it in a large pot and leave it. So if you forgot, you can do now. Still not late at all. Okay, we're going to use later on, so that's fine. So I just wanted to make sure everybody ready for that stock. Otherwise, you can use a cube of chicken stock or vegetable stock or pre-made, instant already pre-made liquid stock, anything you want. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So that's going to be our noodle soup. And also we're going to cook with aubergine. So about 250, so quarter amount of this stock going to the aubergine dish later. Okay, Good. So this is quite important for the preparing. Okay. So I'm just gonna put on the side for my stock later. Then we're gonna finish off. Okay. Cool. So next, what we're gonna do? So I'm gonna start with the aubergine dish. So it's very simple. You need to have one aubergine, and you need one red pepper, yellow pepper, orange is fine, or you can mix it. Or you can also, you can have small baby pepper. It's really nice. You can, sometimes I can mix like orange, yellow. It's a really nice color combinations about. So if you have a baby pepper, you can do about 3, 4. That'll be a great. Okay, that's good. So then a piece of ginger. So you need about 4 centimeter ginger. So you can cut into the half, and half of it goes to the garnish. Okay, and half of this going to the aubergine. Okay, so 2 pieces of about 2 centimeter of ginger you probably have now, and 1 piece is I wanted to peel for the garnish. So I peel the ginger for the garnish. So let's do that first. I can show you the little trick. So with a spoon, okay? So then how you peel the ginger. So you can use a spoon and just nicely, like kind of scrape it. So that's how you peel ginger. It's easy, right? Look, like that, like this. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do. And the other side, I'm gonna keep skin on, because skin has got a lot of flavor. So I wanted to cook ginger with aubergine, so it's nice to have more flavors come out. So I'm just gonna leave that the other piece with ginger with the skin. Okay, so like this. So this one I want to grate it. So I don't know you have a this type of grater. So this is, I just wanted to introduce, this is a, normally I use for the wasabis and stuff like this. It's really good fine grater, but you don't have to obviously have to have this one. Any type of grater is fine, but it's nice to have a fresh grater. Or if you don't have a grater, you can just chop very finely and put on the top of the noodle in the end. Okay, so let me show you this. Let me keep this one in the bin, and I can show you. Grated. So this is fresh. Okay, let me show you it in a close up, because I have 2 cameras, and then I can show you the more detail. So this is more like a fine grater here. So then I can grate it nicely. So fresh ginger is always so good for your digestion system, and it keep you warm. And it's really good for the winter time. So I love ginger tea. You can use the ginger tea as well. So yeah, like this. I always put on the noodles. It's really nicely fresh flavor as well. So it's more than enough, to be honest. So you can do like that. Nice. If you're not really keen on the ginger, you just like a little touch of juice on the noodles in the end. That's really nice as well. So just like a hint of flavor. Even nothing better than nothing, to be honest. Okay, good. Well enough. So this is good. So I'm just gonna leave this one for later on for that as a garnish. Okay, like this. Good. Perfect. Such a great grater, Sam Helen. Thank you. Yes, this is amazing. You can buy online. You can find wasabi grater or Japanese grater. So you've probably seen a lot of online shops or Japanese shop you can buy as well. Yeah, it's really nice. I do the turmeric. I do obviously wasabi, fresh wasabi for my class, sushi class. It's really good. It's good to have one. All right. So next I wanted to do for the cutting the vegetables. So 3 things. It's very simple. So I can show you a little bit more close up here, then you can see the detail. Okay, so it's good. It's a very bit unusual way to cut the vegetables. So that's good. So here is aubergine. So I'm gonna remove this head of the aubergine here. Okay, so this is going to the bin, and then cut into the half. So this is nice and straight, good looking aubergine. And cut into the half, nice and equal, like this. Okay, So my aubergine today is not that massive. So if you have a big one, absolutely fine as well. But before, what I need to do, aubergine nice to have a really nice and juicy. So I wanted to cook properly. So what I need to do is really sharp knife and like score it. Can you see it? It's just almost like you don't need to cut, just like a score the skin like this, very finely, every 2-3 millimeters, like this. Okay, like this. So nice and like almost like scratch that skin, like this. So then, and then when it's cooked, it's all this nice stock and the flavors going to the aubergine. So it's really important. And then again, the other side, it's kind of cross. So just like scratch it. So don't cut deeply, please. So just like scratch, 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 like that. So have you done it before? It's very unique. It's very Japanese. Like this. So like this. Isn't that beautiful? Like this. Okay. So I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to do kind of diagonal. Doesn't matter diagonal or not, but it's easy to do. Scratch, scratch the screen. So like this. All over. Like this. It's very careful. You don't have to rush. Just nicely. And if it's smaller aubergine, you can do maybe 2 in this dish as well. So like this, or if you have a big one, absolutely fine. So it's a plenty room for that recipe to use big one or maybe small 2. So this is kind of medium size. Okay, good. So in the end, we will make about 2 portion, big 2 portion of a noodle soup. Okay, isn't that beautiful? Good. So nice, and so it don't need to be deep. It's just really nice and scratch that skin. Okay, so then, so this size, about my hand size, I'm gonna cut into half. Let's see, half, and cut into 6. About this. Can be bigger, it's fine. About this. Makes sense? I'm gonna cut into the half and 6 pieces. Okay, so it can be a longer, can be a but it's nice to have it. Don't cut too thin, and it gets everything is melt, which is delicious, but it's not. It's nice to have it keep the shape. So about this, okay. So that's the aubergine. So sometimes, you know, old fashioned they used to we used to keep it in cold water or sprinkle of salt, but to be honest, you don't have to do this recipe. So it should be fine. So then I'm gonna start cut the bell pepper or red pepper. Okay, so cut. So kind of remove that head like this, and it get flat and it's really stable. So then you can do. So this is a clever way to cut the bell pepper, and cut into the size like this. See? So if you cut close and the seasoning inside, so basically you're gonna make a mess. So basically seeds is everywhere. So this is an efficient way to do. So then you can put in the bin. Okay. So then if you want to, you can use for the salad, or even doesn't matter. You can keep it in a cook with this aubergine as well. Okay. So I want to cut this one quite big. So about your thumb size or a little bit bigger size. So keep chunk. Okay, so it's almost like a stew. So you don't want to cut small and then everything is unshaped. So it's not really nice to see it. So then this one, I wanted to keep this ginger with the skin. So it's nice and strong flavor. So I'm just gonna, as long as clean, that's fine. So I'm just gonna slice it with skin nicely like this. So then it's fine. Okay. Everybody good? Fantastic. So then I'm just gonna start cooking. But what I do before saute, I wanted everybody to get ready for this kind of shallow pan like this. like deep pan. Frying pan is fine, or you can use that a saucepan, and not too big. So just about your hand size, more than enough. Okay, so don't put too much. Don't use in a big pans and then evaporate it. So it's a bit different in the end. So about this frying pan or pot saucepan. Okay, so then I wanted to do before I wanted to sort out this stock. Do you remember? So hopefully everybody has got 1 liter of stock. Any stock is fine, but today I'm gonna finish off this awase dashi, which is kombu and kombu kelp, seaweed, and dried shiitake mushroom. Okay, so I'm just gonna do. So here's a hob, my hob. Turn on the hob. So before start cooking, very important. I want to remove this mushroom and squeeze it, okay? And I'm gonna use this one. So if you have mushroom, you can add this mushroom into this aubergine dish as well. So it's kind of a little extra bonus. But if you don't have it, that's fine. And you can see the remain of kombu here. So it can expand it. It's really nice. Almost you can smell of the sea now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cooking. So let me see. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring to the boil. So basically when it's get boil, I'm gonna take up this kombu seaweed. Okay, so meantime, so I'm just gonna use this one, so lovely mushroom. So it's soaked up and quite expanded, so then it's soft now. So I'm just gonna remove this stalk, and this stalk is quite tough. So if you have a big, I got really nice big mushrooms here, so I'm gonna remove it. And unfortunately, this stalk I'm going to discard. And then I'm going to use this one later. So I'm just going to cut this one. If it's too big, cut into the bite size. Okay, can be a half, can be a quarter. Or if it's big enough, then you don't have to. It's kind of nice to have a bite size. But try to keep everything nice and chunky. Okay? How's everybody? Oh, something little technical, or is it okay? Everybody all right? Good. So I'm just watching this so I can show you the inside of the kombu for the close-up. And let me show you. So getting boiling now. So I can show you. So little by little, let me see this. So starting gradually, heat up, and then when it starts boiling, you need to take it out. Okay, so you don't want to keep cooking with this seaweed because you can see they're quite chunky and slimy. So you don't want to get the slimy stock. So you just need to have like a nice, and just before really boil, you can remove this kombu. Okay, let me see. So this is starting, you can see they're starting boiling now. Okay, so I can show you. So let me see. It's good. So I can show you this close up inside of the pot. Okay, look. Can you see? So it's like starting bubble up, but you don't want to cook too long. Okay, so now it's probably in a half minute, like 30 seconds to 1 minute to time. This is really boil. And then I'm just gonna take it out, and then you can see what we're gonna do. So this kombu is incredibly good for you as well. So please do not put it in the bin. I know it's not best taste in the world, but it's really good and nourish for high protein, high fibers, and minerals. So it's a superfood basically. So I'm just gonna slice it, and then I'm gonna normally eat as my snack. Or you can chop up and you can do the stir fry as well. Okay, so starting now, let me show you this. Let me put in that chopping board, and then I can show you. Okay, so get in now. You can see it. So boiling. So I don't know how many people making it stock with me today, but it's really good way to make stock. So chicken or another Western stock, which is really good, but it takes longer to cook. But this one is as long as you soak into the water and then you just put into the boil, and then you can make a nice stock as well. And then nowadays you can buy from the supermarket selling the dashi, so dashi pack as well. So it's quite easy to make Japanese cooking. Okay, so you can see now, so it's bubble now. So I think it's a boost of flavor from the kombu. I'm gonna take it out, okay, turn off. And I'm just gonna remove this kombu. So it's quite big now. Oops, so be careful. And so remove from this. And then, so don't put in a bin, please. I can show you, you can, nice, and so even like stir fry or just like chop up really finely, and then you can put it in a stir fries, and then probably Ricky doesn't know. Okay, so like this. So try, please. So it's a bit texture-wise, it's a bit strange, but it's really, really, really good for you. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's how I grew up with. So just eating like a snack. Okay, like this. And then aside for my snack later. So this is my awase dashi, classic Japanese stock. So here's about liter here. So before forgot, please divide up 250 milliliters. So if you have a chicken stock or any stocks, can you take about 250 milliliters? Not like a perfectly accurate, but I have this container, this is 250. So 250 milliliters of stock divided up into this on side here. And the remaining of this, that's going to be a soup for the noodles. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on side. Okay, so now we have 250 milliliters of good stock. And we chop this all the vegetables, aubergine and ginger and pepper. And also if you have leftovers, mushroom, that's great. Okay, so then the next what we need to do, we need, okay, start cooking. So what we need to do, so you need a nice pot here. And I'm gonna heat up, but before heat up, graduate heat up, and then I'm gonna add the hold on a sec. I'm gonna add oils. Any vegetable is fine. It's quite generous amount, please. It's not gonna be a deep fry, but it's about 3 tablespoons would be great. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, it's nice, kind of nice and rich flavor. Okay, so 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons, depends on your size of the pan, but this one like this. Okay, so heat up. But you don't have to sizzling hot. It's nice and heat up that pot. Okay, mine's, oops. Okay, good. It's a little bit oily. So then, good. So then what I'm gonna do is heat up. Then I'm just gonna add this aubergine first. And then slowly introduce like ginger. And pepper, you don't need to cook so long. So then mushroom, you can keep, you can add any times. Pretty much same times of aubergine, that's absolutely fine as well. So you can put in a ginger and then basically aubergine together, and a nice aroma come out. And then bell pepper later on, red pepper later on. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna do, so just be careful. Oopsie, somehow stop. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, good. That's nice. Okay, so nice and sizzling, so nice. Good. Okay, adding nicely. So filling up. So basically, it's really nice slow cook. And summertime, we serve as a cold as well. So it's really nice and juicy. So if you're not eating or leftover, it's absolutely delicious for next day. So really good for the leftover dish as well. So keep in the fridge. And I'm gonna add this ginger. Why not? It's a nice flavor to it. So Japanese cuisine, we don't really use the garlic, but we always using the ginger. It's really nice flavor to it, so it's good. Okay, and why not? I can just like a nicely turn around at a medium-high heat. Okay, that's good. So just perfect. Great. Okay, so just leave it. It's not too. So try to not to burn it, and you don't have to worry about cooking the whole way through. So just nice and kind of soak up the oil and a nice roast it, and then I'm gonna add leftover mushroom. So you don't have to have this one, but if you have a mushroom stock, then you should have this one. So add in it, and then just nicely leave it like that. Okay, good. So just nice and chunk aubergine here. So meantime, so basically after this few minutes time, I'm just gonna add this pepper and also cook with this stock. So what I'm gonna do is, it's always nice to get ready. So do you remember the 250 milliliters of stock, dashi? And you can add that quickly inside, adding in a sake, soy sauce, mirin. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain that. Sake, mirin. So this is a Japanese major 3 ingredients. So normally I suggest 5 Japanese core ingredients. So today we're gonna use 3 of them. So sake is really, really important. So I don't know you like drinking sake or not. So basically rice wine. So we eat a lot of rice, drink a lot of rice wine. So we call sake. But for me, sake is great for the cooking. So enhance the flavor, boost the taste, umami. So really important. So also, if you don't have it, that's absolutely fine. But to help the cooking as well. So when this starts burning, I always brush it. So if you have a bottle, just brush it. It's great as well. So I'm just gonna put 1 tablespoon into this stock, okay? And also 3 tablespoons soy sauce. You probably know soy sauce very well. It's a nice seasoning, you know? Steam it. This is really good. Especially seafood is great to have the sake. And 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You probably have got so many options to buy soy sauce, so many different brands. I just suggest Japanese cooking. Japanese brand is always good. So today I have a Japanese brand called Hamadaya, or you can do Clear Spring. You can do lots of different brands you can find in the UK. No problem. But I will suggest stick with Japanese brands because it's a little bit different consistencies as Chinese brand or Southeast Asia. So yes. And mirin. Mirin is really important. Mirin is a sherry, like a Japanese sherry, sweetness. So it's an alcohol content as well. It's made from rice. So rice wine, but like a sherry, sweetness, sweet wine. So I'm going to put 3 tablespoons. That gives another amazing flavor. It's not only sweetness, you can get more umami. So if you can't find it today, you can put the honey or you can put the sugar. So probably sugar honey is more strong flavor, sweetness. So I normally suggest 1 tablespoon sugar or honey, more than enough. Okay, so all the things, 1 tablespoon of sake if you have. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. And 3 tablespoons of sake, soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons of mirin. Okay. So it's nice and a little brown color to it, but you don't have to worry about cook that aubergine. And I'm gonna add this chunky bell pepper, red pepper, in here. Okay, so you can see it. So then I'm gonna pour this sauce. Okay, good. So bring to the boil. So when it starts to get boiled, reduce the heat. You don't need to cook too hard quickly. So just nicely simmer for about 20 minutes. Depends on your aubergine size, but it's beautiful, isn't it? So nice and color. It's delicious. So I'm just gonna put the lid on and then just keep simply about 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in here then. Okay, so low heat. So make sure bring to the boil. Okay, so then nice, just a little bit heat up. You can see. So boil, 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 and turn on the heat, and then put it in here. Okay, so that's good. So far so good. Everybody with me? So that's good. So then next, I want to explain. It's really, really handy. We call kaeshi sauce. Which is I just recently post my Instagram as well. So it's really good, handy, my favorite noodle sauce. So basically, you have a good stock, and then kaeshi sauce, which is I'm gonna show you how to make. Then you can make always easy to make that any type of noodle. So which is a soba noodle, udon noodle, or even ramen noodles. You can do this too. So simply, so you probably find it quite sharp because you need 100 milliliters of soy sauce, but you can keep for like a month. So why don't you make, if you have a good bottle, big size of bottle, why do you make 100 milliliters? But if you don't have, you can cut into the half amount, which is 50 milliliters, about 2.5 tablespoons. Okay, so why not? So and you need a mirin and sugar. Any sugar is fine, but I normally use muscovado or brown sugar or coconut sugar. Why not? So that's fine, but I just love the brown sugar, dark sugar. Okay. So you need 100 milliliters of soy sauce. Here we go. So let me pour this 100 milliliter. Or if you don't have that much of soy sauce, then you can do, you can cut to 50 milliliters, half size. Okay. Okay. Okay, simple. 100 soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of mirin. I'm going to do this. Sometimes some people put in a sake, but to be honest, not necessary. Just need 2 tablespoons and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, or any sugar is fine. 1, 2. Okay. So nice to have a small, kind of smallest pot you can find in a kitchen, and then mix. So mirin has got alcohol, so it's always good to have to evaporate the alcohol. And so I'm just gonna quickly heat up, and just before boil, and you remove from the you can remove from the heat. I don't want to get keep boiling. Okay, so then destroy the flavor. So just need to evaporate that alcohol and or melt the sugar. That's all you need to do. So that's called kaeshi sauce. You can see this really strong and kind of sweetness and saltiness from the soy sauce. This is a really delicious, strong sauce, but you can keep in the fridge in a container, and you can make so many different types of soba noodle soup. So it's really, really handy. So we call kaeshi. Okay, good. So how's your aubergine? So you can just like sometimes open it, and then you can turn around. Let's have a look. Show you. I put it in here then. Okay. So nice and soak up, beautiful, juicy. Okay. Ooh, smells nice, isn't it? It kind of smells of ginger. It's good. Oops. So boiling now. So just stop. Okay. So this is a kaishi sauce. It's beautiful. Okay, let me put it in here. Okay, so keep it. So you can keep in a container, and it's very nice. Like it smells like, for me, it smells like a noodle restaurant. It always smells of nice kaishi soup sauce. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep cooking this aubergine. Good. So nice. Okay, good. So you can see it's starting more soft and nice. Okay, so keep cooking, keep cooking. Okay. Okay, so try to not too high heat. Right, so it's getting there. So I think it's aubergines about, I don't know, 5 minutes so, and then it's getting ready. So then I'm just gonna do garnish. So we already done ginger. So it's nice to have a ginger, grated ginger, fresh, and spring onions. Always in Japan, and any noodle, ramen, soba noodle, udon noodle, always has got plenty of chopped fresh spring onion. So I'm just gonna chop. Okay, so I can show you the close up. So please use all of them. Okay, so sometimes people using only green part and the white part. So we're gonna mix all of them together. So please do not waste. Okay, so nice and chop finely. Okay, and it's really nice and fine slice. It's a great way to learn how to chop spring onion. Okay, like this. Okay, so then the white parts come in and they all mix together. So that's gonna be the garnish, like a topping. Very simple. So in future you can put it in any garnish you like, but today we're gonna put the aubergine on top, and also fresh spring onion and fresh ginger. It's very simple. Okay, it's good. So plenty. So this is plenty for 2-3 people, to be honest. And also you can keep in the fridge and covered with the cling film, or keep in the Tupperware, and you can use for the fried rice, stir fry, or you can do for that another noodle. Okay, that's good. So then the spring fresh ginger is ready, and then good. So meantime, so I want you to move on to the noodle. So it's getting there. So it's super quick, isn't it? So I need to have plenty of boiling water for the noodles. So I'm lucky to have a instant hot water. So I'm just gonna pour in the boiling water now. If you don't, please start boiling the plenty of water, please. Sorry. Okay. Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna boil this. Make sure it's a super boil water. So then can you choose? I don't know what you bought it. What you have? What kind of noodle you have? Okay, let me see here. Okay, boiling water. And so here is a soba noodle. So soba noodle is normally gluten-free. So like me, so I like gluten-free diet. So I have gluten-free soba noodle here. Okay, so it's very nice. So my hometown is very famous for the soba noodle. And also this is a udon noodle. Udon noodle is a pure wheat-based. So plain flour. It's really nice and chewy. So it can be a very thick one, can be a very small one like this. So udon noodle is really nice. So make sure the udon noodle cooks so much longer compared to soba noodle. So just check your instructions and follow instruction how many minutes you have to cook. Like a pasta, basically. So I'm just gonna do this, and you can do the egg noodles, rice noodle, any noodle you like, but just make sure you follow your instruction on the package. Okay, so it's good. So I'm just gonna do the soba noodle. So soba noodle it's very funny. Every time when I cook, I get huge mess. So that means you need to prepare cold water on the side. Okay. Good, good, good. So then I'm just gonna start boil the noodle, cook the noodles. I'm gonna have my chopsticks ready. Okay, boiling water. And I'm gonna add this. So normally about 75 to 80, 85 grams per person. So it's plenty here. Okay, so especially this soba noodle, when I start cooking, it's about 1 minute's time. It gets a lot of foams coming up. So then eventually you can make a huge mess. So when it starts foams coming up, you need to add the cold water. Or you really mix with this kind of like a mix with chopsticks, and then it kind of help as well, but always needs to have good cold water. Oops. Good. Okay. Good. So boiling. So it's good to have colander and strainer colander to drain in this soba noodle or any noodles. So soba noodle, udon noodle, you have to drain and wash. And egg noodle, ramen noodle, you don't have to wash it. So that's the difference. So you can see boiling coming now. I'm gonna add a little bit before make a mess. Okay, so a few times. And also cold water shocked the noodle, so then you can keep the nice al dente as well. So you can do the pasta if you want to. Okay, so then I'm just ready for the colander. Here. Okay, so this one just takes a few minutes. You just keep al dente. Okay, and the meantime, good. So meantimes, okay, so everything is going together. Meantime, just ready to heat up this your stock. About should be a 750 milliliters, 7 to 800. You should have this. So then you need to heat up. So I'm just gonna simply heat up the stock. Then ready for this kaeshi, the magic sauce. So then also you need to have the bowl. Normally has big bowl. We normally use for the noodles bowl. So I use it for the ramen and then lots of things. So it's really useful. So coming now. So it's boiling now. Just gonna add. So this one should be fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So maybe getting ready. So one more foam come and then I finish. So I'm just gonna wash it and then plate it, and then I'm gonna make the soup very quickly. Good. And the aubergine's getting ready, so I'm just gonna check. Looks good. Looks good. So how's everyone? Great tip. It's a nice comment. Thank you so much. That's good. So it's nice. Good. Right. So my noodle, I don't want to get soggy of soba noodle, so I'm just gonna drain this. Very careful, and put it in a cold water to wash it. So nice and clean. Okay, and then leave it in the side. So you can pour the boiling water before serve to make sure keep warm. That's a great idea, actually. So wash. Good. So I wash this nicely. So it's good. Nice al dente. Good. So then, right. So I'm just gonna move on to the stock. Okay, so about 700 to 800 milliliters should be you have this beautiful stock here. So what I'm gonna do, heat up, right? So then all you need to do, you have this kaeshi, And you add about 2-3 tablespoons to start with. Okay, so you probably have another slightly different quantity. So all you need, here you go. I'm just gonna start with, I'm gonna add about 2-3 tablespoons, and then will you be able to taste it? It's okay, so you can do this. So I'm just gonna taste. A little bit more. So it's up to you. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I like quite strong. Okay. So this is gonna be about 2 portions, big 2 portions, so about 700 to 800 milliliters. So normally like a big bowl, about like a less than pint. So that's normally suggest. Okay. Delicious. Okay. So depends on the use. So sometimes you using a pre-made stock. You probably find it's a bit saltier, so you might need to less this one. So you can adjust to your taste. Perfect. Okay, good. So my sauce is done, soup is done, okay? And the noodle is cooked, just ready. And aubergine, let's have a look, aubergine. So should be done by now. Here we go. Nice and juicy aubergine. Let me open. Okay, here we go. Woo! Nice, very hot. Okay, so it's good. So you can see, and look, nice and juicy aubergine. So how you look, so everybody's slightly different cuts, and also aubergine sometimes different. So some of it very more easy to cook, some of it a bit hard. So you can see this really nice and soft. So please make sure aubergine get nice and juicy and soak up this all that sauce. And then in the finish, please. So then in the so yes, mine is absolutely done. Beautiful. Okay, so like this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna plate this status. So basically nearly finished now. So here, soup, garnish, noodles, it's done. So I'm gonna pour, so I would do, pour the kettle of the hot water, boiling water, and then warm up this noodle again. So that'll be nice. Otherwise, get cold. Okay. So you can pour this kettle, hot. Make sure the hot noodle. Bring into this big bowl here. Okay. So let me give you a close up. Then you can see my detail. And then, okay, noodle. And I'm gonna put the aubergine. So I'm sure you can get the leftover. Like this, like that. So good, so delicious. And red pepper. And I've got the bonus mushrooms. And even though I love ginger, so I can eat the ginger as well. So, but it might be too much, then you don't have to, but it's delicious for me. It's good. Okay. And good. Like this. So then, and nice to have a accent, green and flavor as well. Good accent flavor of spring onion. And normally on top, I put this fresh ginger. It's a bit spicy and nice, fresh taste. It's like a clean taste. So then I pour pretty much half portion of this sauce per person. So if you wanted to have a small portion, absolutely fine. So this is gonna be like a proper big kind of restaurant size. Look at that. And if you want to, you can drizzle of sesame oil if you want to. That's absolutely fine. And also additional, it's a little bit of flavor too. So sesame oil, which is great for your health benefit as well. A little bit of flavor or drizzle of sesame oil. Or this one is Japanese chili called 7-spice tougarashi. I can show you this. So you can buy from the local supermarket now. So you can call tougarashi. If you like a little cake, you can sprinkle. So you can put it on the table as a condiment. So if you like, and then sprinkle on top. And that's my lunch is ready. So if you want to have a dinner, you can leave the leave for that later on to cook noodles, and then you just leave it and just quickly heat up this soup and cook the noodles and all put together, and you can have the dinner as well, or you can have the later lunch. Okay, how's everybody? Thank you. Nice comment. Looks delicious, yummy. It is. It's good. And the great thing is it's so warm up. This is very nice and hot broth. Keep warm and nourished. So it's really recommend. This is one of my favorite dish. So you can swap any type of noodles, and also leftover this Aubergine Nibidashi. So this is a serve. It's with the rice, or you can eat it itself. It's delicious. And in the summertime, believe me, just serve with the cold. It's really nice and refresh as well. So it's really useful to have, and keep in the 3 days in the fridge easily. So it's good to have. So you can make double amount in future, and you can keep in the fridge for a couple of days. Okay, so how's everybody? Love peppers, yes, red pepper, and it's like almost like a Mediterranean diet, isn't it? It's really nice. And thank you so much watching me and also cooking with me. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And also, anytime, please feel free to contact me, Yuki's Kitchen, and email me or comment on my Instagram. I'm going to share this class on my social media as well. So thank you so much, and have time, and hopefully next year as well, and enjoy and keep warm, and lovely 2024. Thank you.